top superfoods that can cause high cholesterol. Cholesterol is a waxy, fat-like substance that's found in all cells of the body. If you have too much cholesterol, it starts to build up in your arteries and may lead to atherosclerosis, or the hardening of the arteries. Eventually, high cholesterol levels may cause heart and blood flow problems, leading to dangerous blood clots and inflammation that can cause heart attacks and strokes. According to the American Heart Association, many people don't know their cholesterols are too high because there are usually no symptoms. As we get older, we have to start monitoring the things we eat, as some foods can aggravate existing health conditions or bring on new ones. Here is a list of 10 foods to avoid if you have a cholesterol. 1. Macaroni and cheese. Macaroni and cheese are necessary to limit among the foods high in cholesterol to avoid. We all know that the main macaroni and cheese ingredients include cheese, butter, and whole milk. Many types of cheese are rich in cholesterol with about from 7 to 11% daily value for cholesterol per ounce. Among them, cream cheese seems to be used popularly. That can make your food more tasteful, but it is also one of the foods high in cholesterol to avoid. It is estimated that 1 ounce of cream cheese can take up 27 milligrams of cholesterol or 10% daily value for cholesterol per ounce. In summary, many kinds of cheeses are loaded with cholesterol and saturated fats that can raise your cholesterol levels. If you like cheese, you should use low-fat cheese. And you can decrease your calories in your diet. We must include cheese on our list of top 5 high cholesterol foods. As a country, we are definitely fond of our cheese, but too much of a good thing can definitely be unhealthy. We know that eggs are always a good choice for breakfast as it contains a lot of nutrients that is necessary for the body. But they are also rich in cholesterol that is not good for the people with heart disease and high cholesterol levels. According to many studies, goose egg can take up to 409% daily value for cholesterol per egg, turkey egg with 246% daily value per egg, duck egg with 206% daily value per egg, and quail's egg with only 25% daily value per egg. Although you can eat them, you should notice a number of egg yolks suggested cholesterol intake for the rest of the day. Any nutritionist can tell you that egg yolk contains more cholesterol than any other single food item. Yikes! But it's still a staple in many of our breakfasts. What gives? Well, current research has given some health experts reason to reevaluate their stance on eggs and high cholesterol. If you do want to cut down on your cholesterol intake in the morning, or whenever, try filtering out the yolk after cracking open the eggs. Eggs can play an important role in a heart-healthy diet, so there's no reason to cut them out of your life. Also keep in mind that you may want to limit other foods that are high in cholesterol if you eat eggs regularly. 3. Red meats. Red meats are a good food for the health in general. But for the people with high cholesterol levels, they are the foods high in cholesterol to avoid. These meats like pork, lamb, and beef often have more saturated fat and cholesterol than other meats. In fact, each 3 ounces of New Zealand lamb after cooking can have up to 36% daily value, rabbit with 35%, pork ribs with 34%, beef tenderloin with 28%. So eating too much red meat can affect your cholesterol levels and heart disease. Instead of eating red meats, you can have healthy alternatives like fish, beans, and chicken without being fried. These foods are also rich in omega-3 fatty acids that are very good for your heart health. This is another tough one to avoid, since there are many people who are big fans of steak out there. This juicy dinner favorite also happens to contain a lot of saturated fat and plenty of cholesterol. In fact, most nutritionists now strongly advise against eating red meat regularly, and it has recently been linked with a higher risk for diabetes. Let's look at the situation in a different way. If you were to eat a single 4-ounce steak, that's smaller than what many restaurants regularly serve, then you would have already hit the recommended daily limit for cholesterol and saturated fat. So if you are worried about your cholesterol, then there are a number of learner cuts that could serve as viable replacements for red meat. 4. Milk and other conventional dairy products. Milk fat contains a broad range of fatty acids, and some have a negative impact on cholesterol-rich lipoproteins. The saturated fatty acids, such as lauric acid and myristic acid, increase total plasma cholesterol, especially LDL. Research shows that replacement of dairy-saturated fatty acids and trans fatty acids with polyunsaturated fats decreases LDL cholesterol levels and is associated with a reduced risk of cardiovascular disease. Recent randomized controlled trials show that fermentation of dairy can be used to produce products with more beneficial effects on plasma lipid profile, such as kefir and organic, cultured yogurt. In fact, a 2008 study showed that unpasteurized yogurt decreased serum cholesterol by 5 to 9%. 5. Ice cream. In a cup of rich chocolate ice cream, there are 15.36 grams of saturated fat, which makes up almost a full day's supply. This means once you consume 1 cup of rich chocolate ice cream, other sources of saturated fat such as meat, cheese, milk and other animal products should be avoided. For the rest of the day's foods, plant sources like whole grains, fruits, vegetables, beans, nuts, and seeds will help. However, there are also plants that are high in saturated fat, for instance, coconut. You can opt for low-fat ice cream while limiting the quantity, half a cup instead of a whole big cup. A 1/2 cup serving of light vanilla ice cream contains 2.2 grams of saturated fat, about 17 grams of sugar and count for 66 calories. Enjoy ice cream occasionally, not daily. Try to consume more whole grains, fruits, vegetables, legumes, nuts, seeds, low-fat dairy and lean protein. 5 signs and symptoms of high cholesterol you should know. If levels of low-density lipoproteins cholesterol are too high, or levels of high-density lipoproteins cholesterol are too low, fatty deposits build up in your blood vessels. These deposits will make it difficult for enough blood to flow through your arteries. This could cause problems throughout your body, particularly in your heart and brain, or it could be fatal. People often ignore the warning signs of cholesterol until the problem becomes severe. It is important to be aware of these signs, as addressing the problem early can save you from future complications. If you have multiple signs and symptoms of this problem, ask your doctor to check your health levels. The best cholesterol treatment. Here are the common signs of cholesterol that you should know. 1. Frequent tingling. Tingling in the hands and feet is a sign of low blood circulation. This occurs when the blood flow becomes slower because of the high levels of cholesterol in the blood. Poor blood circulation causes nerves in your hands and feet not to get enough nutrients and oxygen, which gives you the tingling sensation. Tingling in the hands and feet are the implications of disfluencies blood flow in certain parts of the body. Tingling associated with nerves do not get the blood flow. This is because the blood flow becomes thick due to high levels of cholesterol in the blood. Leg cramps, numbness or spasms that hit you during the night, usually in the heel, toes or forefoot, may also indicate high cholesterol. If you hang your foot off the bed or sit up in a chair, it should start to feel better as gravity forces blood flow back into your feet. 2. Frequent headaches. Frequent headaches in the back of the head might be a result of clogged blood vessels in the area around the head. This occurs due to clogging of cholesterol plaques start forming in blood vessels. If this condition is left unchecked, the blood vessels can rupture and lead to a stroke. Headaches are most common in people with hypertension. This is a very dangerous condition because the possibility of blood pressure is very high. Blood flow that is too tight through the arteries can cause blockage of plaque leak or rupture. If it occurs in the brain, then it can cause damage to blood vessels. Headaches can also be a sign of a stroke that becomes the initial indication of a newly emerging attack. 3. Your hands and feet are always cold. Before we continue this video, do not forget to subscribe my channel to see other useful health videos. If your extremities are getting cold for no reason, it could relate to poor blood flow. If you notice one foot or hand is cold and the other is not, it's especially important to bring it up to a doctor. Feet or legs that feel cold, or are cool to the touch, may be an indicator that you have peripheral arterial disease. But it's not really the best indicator, That's because this is a common problem, and it can happen to anyone as he ages, even someone without peripheral arterial disease. However, if you feel like one leg or foot is cold, but not the other, it could be time to talk to your doctor. 4. Left chest pain. Left chest pain is another sign of high cholesterol levels. Even a minimal plaque creation in any part of the body can decrease blood flow. The heart works more to restore normal blood flow, and this can cause pain or palpitation. This pain can also be a sign of a heart attack. Left chest related to the heart that acts as a blood pumping. Blockage of blood vessels around the heart can cause pain like impaled. The pain may even spread up to the neck. Chest pain can also be a sign of a heart attack. This condition can be a sign that blood cholesterol levels are too high. 5. High cholesterol symptoms in men. Erectile dysfunction in men caused by high cholesterol is one of the manifestations of blood vessel damage caused by high cholesterol. Your cholesterol levels can affect the quality of your erections. Most cases of erectile dysfunction, ED, are caused by impaired blood flow to the penis. The medications that treat ED, like Viagra, allow the smooth muscle cells lining the blood vessels to relax, so that blood can flow more easily. When a man has high cholesterol levels, not only is cardiac circulation impaired, blood flow throughout the body is impaired, and this can affect erection quality. In fact, many doctors consider ED to be a sort of canary in the coal mine signal in men under 40, and may suggest cardiac tests to determine if a young man with ED is at risk for, or in the early stages of cardiovascular disease. Cardiovascular disease is more treatable the earlier it's caught. Here are the top natural herbs to lower cholesterol. 1. Oatmeal. Having a bowl of oatmeal for breakfast daily is another easy way to lower your high cholesterol level. The high soluble fiber content in oatmeal helps lower LDL. It reduces the absorption of cholesterol into your bloodstream. Fiber also fills you up quickly and helps you avoid mindless eating. In addition, eating oats regularly is associated with a reduced risk of cardiovascular disease and type 2 diabetes. Eat a bowl of oatmeal for breakfast daily. You can also add oatmeal to smoothies or use it in baked goods. 2. Almonds. Before we continue this video, do not forget to subscribe my channel to see other useful health videos. The heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, polyunsaturated fats and fiber in almonds help raise good HDL cholesterol and reduce the bad LDL levels. A 2011 study published in Nutrition Review found that consumption of tree nuts like almonds help reduce LDL cholesterol, a primary target for coronary disease prevention, by 3 to 19%. In addition, a 2015 study published in the Journal of American Heart Association states that daily almond consumption may be a simple dietary strategy to prevent the onset of cardiometabolic diseases. Almonds are a great snack or topping for salads, cereal and yogurt. Eat a handful of almonds a day and remember moderation is key. Other nuts and seeds such as walnuts and flax seeds are also beneficial for reducing blood cholesterol levels. 3. Orange juice. Sweet, tangy and juicy oranges are another superfood that has cholesterol-lowering properties. In a 2000 study published in the American Society for Clinical Nutrition journal, researchers found that orange juice improves blood lipid profiles in people who have hypercholesterolemia. This happens due to the presence of vitamin C, folate and flavonoids like hesperidin in oranges. Drink 2 to 3 cups of orange juice daily. Freshly extracted juice is a good option. You can also drink plant sterol fortified orange juice. Phytosterols also help lower total cholesterol to some extent. Alternatively, you can eat a few oranges daily. 4. Salmon. The omega-3 fatty acids called EPA and DHA found in salmon provide protection against high cholesterol. It helps lower triglycerides and boosts good HDL cholesterol slightly, thus lowering the risk of heart disease. In addition, salmon is low in cholesterol and saturated fat. Eat at least 2 servings of salmon each week. Baked and grilled salmon are the best options. A serving of salmon is about 2 to 3 ounces. You can even take fish oil supplements after consulting your doctor. 5. Soybeans and soy products. Soybeans and other soy products offer a complete plant-based protein that is great for those who suffer from high cholesterol. Although soy may not lower total cholesterol to a great extent, it can still lower bad LDL cholesterol. This high-protein food contains high levels of polyunsaturated fats, fiber, vitamins and minerals, as well as low levels of saturated fat. A study published in 2011 in the Journal of American College of Nutrition found that eating 1 to 2 servings, 15 to 30 grams, of soy protein daily has a significant impact on serum lipoprotein risk factors for coronary heart disease. To help lower your cholesterol, include more soybean, tofu, soy flour, edamame and enriched soy milk in your diet.